Damien, I know you're over there on a trade trip, and I know you've done some good work in the trade space because we're starting to see the fruits of the FTA with the EU. But is it rude of me to ask this question of you? Why are we sending an opposition member on a trade trip? What value can that possibly have for us?
Good morning and good afternoon, James. Look, because we plan to be in government again, of course, that's the first thing. But actually, trade it's an area where each government has built off the progress of the previous government. And, I work with Todd McClay, making sure that, the EU and the UK FTA agreements, that we work across New Zealand and offshore. I've got colleagues who are offshore for different reasons, that we promote the value of the agreement and the opportunities that are there. So it's about, just building the reputation, the links, and opportunities for New Zealand.
Do we have a bipartisan approach to trade in the House or in government? And I'm thinking that someone like you who's been around for a long time, as I said, you've got runs on the board when it comes to trade and FTAs. It would seem logical that maybe the government...
Hello. Yippee! You see how easy it is just to mount and move. Whoa, well done. I wonder which equipment they used to do that. Yeah, because this is quite a high point going down. So yeah, it is, and the slope is quite intense. There is no sun today, unlike yesterday. Yeah, where did the sun go? This is afternoon time. You would be putting yourself at risk coming in the morning.
Your brain on occasions, Damien.
Well, I've had discussions with Minister Todd McClay and with officials from time to time, and it's an area that New Zealand absolutely relies on, and we just got to make sure that we don't go backwards in terms of trade opportunities. And it's a tough time around the world. Governments are looking to close down opportunities such as the US, depending on the outcome there. Protectionism is kind of creeping in a little bit. It was before COVID, in fact, and it's just got a little bit worse now. But so we have to keep banging on the doors. We have to keep reminding people who we are, where we are, because we're not on the first and fourth, first thing on their mind.
Hey, and to be fair,
wake up in the morning.
And to be fair, Damien, the Prime Minister Luxon and Winston and Todd McClay have been doing a reasonable job on that front. Let's talk about the US. Is it as simple as if Trump wins, it's bad for us with his 10% tariff?
Look, that's one of the things that will happen if you end up in dispute between China and US, or EU and US, whatever disputes occur around the world. They affect us. The military turmoil in both Ukraine and Gaza, it's affecting us directly. And, we're part of a global environment. And so being aware of what's going on, what the trends are in the marketplace, is really important. And I had a day, and I'll have a morning tomorrow at Buckingham, the university over here. It's world-renowned in agriculture, food production, food security. Some very, very interesting discussions, and they respect us as a country and are very generous with their time, and are certainly valuable for me knowing, not just in food production and agriculture, but trade and what the markets will be looking for into the future.
Are you worried about the future of the sheep industry here, or the sheep meat industry in this country? In fact, the sheep industry across the board, because wool's in trouble at the moment. Sheep numbers are down to 23 million, something like only 14 million breeding ewes. Lamb numbers available for slaughter down close to $1 million. We're lucky, Damien, that you didn't get re-elected, or we'd be shy another 20%.
Well, Jamie, if you've been awake since the 1980s, actually sheep numbers have been going down. Actually, wool's been in trouble for probably, 15 to 20 years. It's not a new thing, really, and it certainly wasn't caused by Labor. I put millions of dollars that we did, taxpayers' money, into trying to help the wool industry forward. There are some good prospects on the horizon, and hopefully that will provide another income for sheep farmers. They desperately need it because we haven't been really smart with marketing the pasture-based component of our sheep meat, and it's very unique. We do have some good marketing going offshore, but it's pretty late. It's pretty limp. And if we'd really been onto that 15 to 20 years ago, then maybe we'd be getting better premiums and able to pay farmers a whole lot more.
Just to finish, you mentioned Trump and his potential tariffs. Of course, it is the presidential debate this week, Wednesday, 1 p.m. our time, Trump up against Kamala. That'll be fascinating. It's also Thursday our time, Damien, 9/11. Where were you? What were you doing?
I was in a flat in Wellington and went down to turn on the TV and can remember those unbelievable images. Flagged Dover Samuels at the time, actually, and we could hardly believe what we were seeing, and I'm sure people will feel that way wherever they were in the world, and hopefully that won't occur again. But unfortunately, if you have a look to Gaza, if you have a look to Ukraine, such horrific incidents are occurring all the time where people are losing their lives unnecessarily, and we've got to be braver as a government, as a country, and stand up and say so.
Damien O'Connor, thanks for your time out of the Netherlands this morning, our time, evening, your time. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thanks, James.
Yep, appreciate his time. I would question the value of having him there. We'll talk to Christopher Luxon about that one tomorrow. Lots of your feedback coming in. Most of you agree with me that it's a waste of time having Damien over there. We are going to get some more feedback on those interest rates. Michelle will be here next with rural news, sports news. Jane Smith out of North Otago, Tom Young on potential loss of hundreds of jobs in the meat industry due to shrinking livestock numbers.
Nothing compares to experience, and nothing compares to New Zealand Sotheby's International Realty. They are the Southern Lakes' longest-serving premium real estate agency, based here for over 20 years. Work with the team and you will achieve beyond your expectations. Choose expertise. Choose New Zealand Sotheby's International Realty. Queenstown, Arrowtown, Wanaka, and online at nzsotheby'srealty.com. Licensed REAA 2008.
Locals putting a great roof over your head? That's Freeman Roofing Queenstown. Queenstown Roofing is now Freeman Roofing Queenstown, but the name is the only thing that's changed. You'll find the same great people delivering the same great service. The only full-service roofing products manufacturer based in the heart of Queenstown, made with genuine New Zealand-made colour steel. Visit freemanroofing.co.nz or call in to see the friendly Freeman Roofing team at 200 Glenda Drive, Queenstown.
As a farmer, you know all about the circle of life. Working dogs can become pets, and pet lambs can become Sunday, well, you know. But here's something you might not know. Otago Pet Foods have a free service. They'll come to your farm and take away unwanted livestock and keep that circle of life moving.
All right, let me get out of here. I have gone up here before, but what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go up for some time and then come back down. So yeah, I'll just get the nearest turning point, and then yikes, be out of here. Okay, that should do it. Sorry, yeah. All right, so that concludes the video. That concludes the video. A very big thank you to each and every single one of you for your support. Jeez, I need some coffee and I need to eat. So yes, this is absolutely beautiful, 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 beautiful. So yes, this is what I wanted to show you guys anyways. Climbing back down. Alrighty. Well, I won't be doing a short video on this one. That means I'll have to stop, and then yeah, I wish I had enough time, but there is nothing that I can do. So yeah, let me head back to the airport. Alright, so that concludes it for us, ladies and gentlemen. No thanks. Can I go ZQN? Queenstown Airport. So that's another 15 minutes drive to the airport. So anyways, a very big thank you to each and every single one of you. What a beautiful day it is. Well, fortunately, you can't win them all. Yep. Alright, so driving back into the city, making my way to the airport. I need to fill up this car and possibly get something to it. 10:33. Anyways, radio back on.
Fonterra's announced a 55-cent total dividend return for the past financial year and a final farm gate price of $7.83. ANZ's head says it's time to introduce a capital gains tax as a fair measure for people investing in housing. The PSA has stopped media attending a speech by Public Service Minister Nicola Willis at its annual conference. Willis has fronted orders to cut thousands of government jobs and has taken the scalpel to public servants working from home. Commercial fishing vessels are being given an extra 3 months to meet requirements to install cameras. State Highway 6 is closed between Westport and Anangahua after a crash involving a truck about 9 a.m, giving one person moderate injuries. Cybersecurity firm CrowdStrike has told the US Congress it's determined to make sure July's global IT outage after a software update won't happen again. Volunteers from around the world have joined the annual Great Kaikoura whale hunt. 51 humpbacks were spotted over 2 weeks in June and July, and sperm, blue and southern right whales were also seen. The code at the counter. How a Hastings vape store sold cigarettes for $5. Find out how at NZ Herald Premium. Back to Kerry Woodham.
Thank you so much, Malcolm. Hi, Scott.
Hi, Kerry. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. So I actually distribute and sell facial recognition solutions and part of our 3-dot products we have into the market.
Oh, wow.
So,
okay. How long have you been doing that?
In this role, about 2 years, but I've been in security my whole career. So
Right.
But for governments and different things. So it's interesting that the subject this morning, you're matching it, or everyone's talking about it, face recognition, that you're going to have the data of the person, the actual identity, and all the details. With this technology, what we're actually doing is when someone walks in, if they're a known perpetrator or they're caught in a store, the image that's seen by the cameras is then bookmarked. We take that face and bookmark it, and don't even need the name, just put it down as a person or say the threat status, and when they walk back into the shop, they'll send an alert to the management security that person is back in the shop. So the actual platform won't record any personal information. They can look at the person, they've got photos of people who trespass or shoplifting. Between the stores, they've got the possibility to share images through the same one, but if they actually keep the personal details, names and details, that's where the Privacy Commission, I think, would be very upset. So I think they're going to admit that they're going to know that it's Kiwi Woodham walking into whichever store you go is not occurring. But the technology has come along that far that, you know, it's really great, very accurate. If they already know to have done something bad in the shop, hey, you'll be alerted when the person is back home.
So they wouldn't go, oi, Kerry, get out of my store. They'd go, oi, you, get out of our store.
Well, they might know you by name because a lot of these people are recidivists, so
right.
it depends how good you are.
Right.
But I would say if they're keeping personal details on a database, the Privacy Commissioner will be shutting this down for a bit. However, your face is a bit like a number plate on a cab.
Yeah.
It's out in the public display. You recognise it in your mind that you think before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you trust the technology?
I do. I trust it more and more. I mean, I was involved previous to this one. I was working with the passport gates. We sold a solution there during the algorithm.
Of course. Yeah.
Passport photos.
Yeah.
That, of course, is actually using your face as an identity.
Like a thumbprint.
So your data matched to your, exactly. It's actually your face, what we call credential, matched to your passport. In this case, we're not using the face as a credential, which we're matching to database information. We're just going to say, if we see this face, okay, hey, it's a shoplifter or a violent person, something like that.
How do you get around, like, how much can people distort their faces? Like, I'm thinking about all the fillers and implants and stuff. I mean, you know, you can get cheekbones where you didn't have them before, and your teeth look better, and change the shape of your jawline. Yeah.
Nothing's foolproof. Your face is actually digitised. Remember, the camera's just saying zeros and ones.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's going to look at, it should be your noses in relation to your eyes, the half of your head, and exactly like you say, cheeks, jaws and stuff. It's not looking at personal details like skin or anything like that. It's actually looking at structures and everything in the face. So it's pretty good. I was at a security conference a while ago. I went back to the stand. It was just after COVID. I actually had a face mask on in Melbourne. And it still picked me up. It had a photo for me 2 years ago. The only thing is it came up my gender okay, but it put 7 years on my age, which is a bit disappointing. So I just had to get some eyebrow dye.
Oh, interesting, because I wonder if they'd be able to recognise the Kardashian sisters from what they looked like before to what they look like now.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing the technology. Of course, it is technology. However, it is learning a lot of these information. I just had a talk this morning about recognising guns and weapons, so through cameras. And it'll take the image and actually send it up to the cloud, where they call it AI, artificial intelligence. That's just really high-speed decision making to verify that the weapon of the gun and then come down. So going forward, that's just going to be used more and more to verify the face. However, it always comes down to once it's alerted, creates an alert, it's up to the staff of the store to go along and actually go. They'll have a picture, of course, of people who've been trespassed or previous incidents, and now match it to their actual image with their human brain, which is probably better than anything.
It'd be interesting for people who are wary about this technology, because in the olden days when I was mistaken, it was a photo, it was a speed camera photo, where my mistaken identity happened. But in this case, is it actual photos? When you said it's just ones and twos, what does it look like?
Well, the photo looks like a photo when you look at it on the screen to the human eye.
Right.
Inside the actual solution, which is a computer program, of course, it's not looking at the visual image we see. So it creates a very long, everyone's got a different, it's taking how many millimetres apart of your eyes, these features, and everything comes with a code. That's very, very long identification from a number, and then when you come in again, if you're in a certain percentage, having the same kind of calculation outcome. It'll go, hey, over here, 98, 99% certain, or 93% certain, or whatever. So it's getting more and more accurate as time goes on, as the speed of computing power, which is going up, which is what we call artificial intelligence. It's actually the speed this is making. It's not told what to look for, but it can make it faster than the human brain works, really.
Somebody says, what about if you're a twin or a triplet?
Depends how close your base is. That's any distinguishing features. If you're going to get a scale on the side of your face, maybe it might change it, or you get a broken nose or the opposite. But yeah, it's like anything. It's a tool to alert the staff that someone's come in and, you know, hey, let's just go check. That these are the people who are not to be on the premises, or just, you know, you can be aware that someone who could maybe just kick off from once in a while are in the premises.
So interesting. Thank you very much, Scott. I really appreciate you taking the time to chat. News Talk CB. Interesting. It is 17 to 11.
Want to save every time you fill up at BP? Open a BP fuel card account for your business and save 14 cents per litre on every fill for your first 6 months. Plus, you'll enjoy 25 barista-made Wild Bean Cafe coffees on us, because everyone deserves a little pick-me-up. That's business the clever way. Apply online by 31 October to save 14 cents per litre with a BP fuel card. Visit bp.co.nz to find out more. BP fuel card and offer T's and C's apply. Discount is off the pump price of diesel and unleaded fuel.
After flying helicopters all over the world, Kurt Schoening came home to the family farm and decided smaller was better. So Drone Spray Otago was born. On the farm, their top-end drone can operate easily over steeper terrain, delivering spray.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys very much for watching. Kindly hit that like button. It is food for the YouTube algo. And yes, let me go do what I have to do. Possibly buy some petrol, fill it up, and get back to the airport to fly out so that I don't get charged. Thank you very much.